All right, so to continue with our body paragraph, the first thing I want to tell you is that the first sentence of your body paragraph should match your thesis statement. It should be a continuation of what you're already building on. So it says, first of all, I just want to also say that every teacher has their own way of teaching their students how to write essays. I use the Peel method. And if you guys don't remember taking notes on the Peel method a few weeks back, Peel is going to stand for point, evidence, explanation, and then the link back to your thesis statement. And I will show you what that looks like. So for your point, that is going to be basically your topic sentence that's going to match your thesis statement. So while you guys were watching the introduction, I wrote, in his book Night, Elie Wiesel shares his painful experience of living through the harsh concentration camps at 16 years old, choosing forgiveness at the end instead of focusing on hatred. So that is my, for Peel, that's my point. So my entire paragraph is going to be about Elie Wiesel and how he chose to focus on love rather than, and forgiveness rather than hatred towards the German soldiers. At the end of the novel, however, he writes, so now I have my point and my evidence is coming now, and I'm pulling this from the novel itself, which I originally pulled from my graphic organizer right here. So now that you guys have done the hardest part, you're going to copy and paste that into your essay. At the end of his novel, however, he writes, comma, quote, even when we were no longer hungry, not one of us thought of revenge. The next day, a few of the young men ran into Weimar to bring back some potatoes and clothes, but still no traces of revenge. Wiesel doesn't waste time on hatred. Gerda Weissman, so now I'm bringing in a synthesis mindset that you guys are going to be doing next year and all the way through college. A synthesis mindset means you're going to take two pieces of separate evidence and you're going to show me how those two pieces of evidence say the same thing or build on each other. So Gerda Weissman shares the same feelings in her story, One Survivor Remembers, building upon the ideals of Elie Wiesel. With her tender voice of forgiveness, she remembers when she met Frau Kugler and mentions that she even saved her life at one point. So for you guys, you only have to do one body paragraph and one piece of evidence, but I'm taking a little bit of time to show you synthesis, where you're going to have the two pieces of evidence build on each other, and it just makes your writing sound so much more sophisticated and like you're ready for college. So she's talking about this lady, Frau Kugler. She sees her at the concentration camp. She feels like this lady's going to give her a really hard time. But then she realizes that this lady saved her life. She explains that she turned out to be the hope, the inspiration, and the knowledge that perhaps not all Germans were cruel. So there's a little bit of the forgiveness. She was a decent, warm, wonderful, caring human being. Both pieces of evidence reveal the importance of choosing forgiveness over hatred, as they both look for the positive in times of pain and horror. Thus, so here's my link. Now that I've explained my evidence and I've given my evidence, I am going to link the sentence back to my thesis statement. Both pieces of evidence reveal the importance of choosing forgiveness over hatred, as they both look for the positive in times of pain and horror. Thus, both Gerda Weissman and Elie Wiesel choose love and forgiveness over hatred, choosing to focus on their future. So this link, if it's done correctly, it should match the thesis statement, which it does. So that means you are ready to go. But one thing I do want to do is make sure I slow down a little bit. Some of you may have written informative essays. You were supposed to have been writing informative essays in 7th and 8th and 9th grade. And 10th and 11th grade. But if you have not been writing informative essays, I just want to go over again before we go to your conclusion. This is a 3-paragraph essay. I'm only expecting you guys to do the introduction, but I would love if you would push yourself and do the whole thing. But a 3-paragraph essay is definitely reasonable for a 10th grader or a 12th grader. In college, you're going to find that they're not looking for a specific essay sometimes. They might be looking for, we want you to write 7 pages. but they will tell you exactly what it is that they're looking for. But on this, I wanted you guys to think about how both of them choose forgiveness over hatred, and they both do. But if you wanted to talk about the Holocaust TED Talk survivors, the other TED Talks, you can pull that into this essay if you'd like to. But you have your point, you have your evidence, you told me what the evidence means for the bigger picture, and then you linked it back to your thesis statement. I hope this is helpful. If this is still confusing for you, please email me. But like I said, I'm not looking for perfection. I am happy with you guys just trying. And if you need me, I am here for you. The next video, we're going to be going over the 3 parts of your conclusion, and then you are all completely done. So I will, hopefully this has helped. But like I said, if you took the time and you actually found all your evidence first, you're going to find that when it comes time to write your essay, all you have to do is copy and paste, explain what it means, and then give me a sentence that goes back to your thesis. So, like I said, let me know if you need me, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, you guys.